Hey, this is Deanne Crossman again, and I'm going to be talking to you right now about Cinderella, the Disney version. This is a classic, beloved tale of Cinderella. It starts off with her losing her father. Her mother has already passed away before we open the book, and she has inherited, just before her father passes away, a stepmom and a couple of stepsisters. She doesn't get the best feeling from them, and after her father's gone, her feelings are probably pretty correct. And they move her on up to the attic and basically make her a maid to earn her keep in the house. Her job is to help take care of them, and they really prevent her from doing a lot of the things that she wants to do because they keep her so busy throughout the day, cooking, cleaning, tending to the animals. The animals are her friends. I'm focusing each of my premises on the story on the relationship side of how each character builds relationships with other people in the story. And Cinderella does it with the animals. There aren't a lot of other characters that come into play until the end when the prince comes into the story. But she doesn't have a great relationship. She really tries with her stepfamily, but they make it very difficult. And you can see her playfulness when she kind of laughs about some of the things that happen with Lucifer the cat, and then you see her very sad when actually very happy when the animals make her a dress to wear to the ball, and then very sad when the stepsisters so meanly tear it apart. That then brings us forward to going to the ball, and they promise her she can go, and then at the last minute they change their mind, and the stepmother says that she can't go, so she has to stay home, and she cries, and that's when she meets Fairy Godmother, and Fairy Godmother, whom she's never met before, has this instant kind of rapport with her and calms her down and gets her a horse and carriage and dressed, and she's ready to go, and goes to the ball and says you need to be obedient and be home before midnight, which Cinderella is. At the stroke of midnight, runs off. Her carriage and gown and things have disintegrated by the time she's done, but there are those glass slippers, so that's what ends up the prince finding her. So she leaves one behind, and he sends out his footman to come across the fair maiden that fits into them, because he built this relationship with her at the ball, and he instantly felt like he loves her. So he wants to make sure that he gets to meet her. She tries on the glass slipper after the stepsisters said they would fit, and they didn't. Their feet were clearly too big, and she puts them on, and they fit like a glove. But not until after one of the glass slippers breaks because the stepmother trips the footman. But alas, Cinderella has one in her pocket, and she pulls it out, and she gets taken off to the castle, and they get married, and they live happily ever after. We do not find out in this story what happens to the stepsisters and the stepmom, like in some of our other stories. I know Disney made a Cinderella 2 and a Cinderella 3. I've never seen them as far as the movies go, and these books are pretty verbatim for the movie. But I'd be interested to see kind of what happens to them in the end. Thanks.